What is up, friends? Glad to be with you all for some more Band of Brothers. Really loved the first two episodes, so I'm excited to continue on with the show. Last episode I had some fantastic sequences, as I mentioned in the last video, definitely reminiscent of Saving Private Ryan and just the fantastic technical side of those scenes, but just in the intensity of the moments as well. It's just very well done. Also really loved the character moments we got, especially with Winters, who it seems like he's kind of the man in charge now after everything that's happened so far. So excited to see what he does with that role. He's already kind of been a leader for everybody in the background. At least I feel like a lot of people have had respect for him, and a few of them have kind of changed their tune to him as well in that episode. So hopefully as they move forward with him kind of leading the way, things will work well. They'll all work together. Although I don't know how Gardner, if I'm remembering his name right, will be going forward, because he obviously had kind of the chaotic moment where he started firing on that little caravan of people. Obviously they were off the enemy side, but he went off command, just did his own thing. And so knowing that, you know, he's dealing with the emotions of losing his brother might continue to set him off later, but hopefully he'll be able to contain those things and be a functioning member of the squad. And we've obviously seen quite a bit of characters introduced now over the first two episodes. Some are, I assume, going to be just continually in the episodes because they're a part of Easy Company, but there could be other characters like David Schwimmer's character who might kind of pop in and out again. I'm not sure if Sobel's only appearance is in the first episode and he's done, but it'll be interesting to see if we see any more familiar faces in this, or potentially new faces, because obviously we also saw Simon Pegg there in one of those episodes too. But I'm excited to get into episode 3 with you all. Hopefully you guys are excited to watch along with me, and so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. A few of you mentioned to me that the people they show in those interviews in the beginning of the episodes are actual members of Easy Company, which is pretty freaking awesome. I had started to kind of feel that that might be a possibility, so I'm excited to see who is who when it gets through the series, but I'm glad that it doesn't kind of tell us who is who yet, so we can kind of live in a little bit of suspense of knowing or not knowing who is successful or who survives.
We all had fear, but we all had training to know that you try to handle your fear and work to accomplish what you're supposed to be doing.
Love those intros, man. Such a smart idea to get those guys for interviews beforehand.
Yeah, it looks like what's his name? You know him from First Platoon? Our First Platoon?
Sure does.
What is he looking at? Is he just seeing the smoke in the sky?
Hey, Blythe.
Blythe!
Blythe is a new character, right? I don't remember hearing that name in the first two episodes.
You're the first familiar faces I've seen. We've been fighting with the 502nd since we hit the ground. You?
I've been trying to find Easy.
Join the club.
Dang, well, he certainly seems to have been through it there in his short time on the ground in this place, but I guess if he's looking for Easy Company, then I probably did see him earlier and just forgotten about him.
How was your jump?
Missed the DZ.
Yeah, that goes without saying. Got any souvenirs to trade? They're all ticking.
Oh, the watch guy. Man is loaded. So freaking cool. This is a shot that, having seen it in the intro, I was really looking forward to, because the colors, the blue of the night and the orange of the fire just mix perfectly. Oh, man's got another watch. Jeez, he's gonna be able to trade with anybody he wants.
We lost F Company, sir.
Again? Hubler, take Blythe, go find F Company.
Yes, sir. Come on, Blythe.
I'm assuming they mean lost as in they can't see him anymore. Hopefully not the other version of lost, meaning they are dead.
I can hear y'all all the way across the field.
Blythe, go back to the lieutenant. Tell him we found F Company. He's dead, Private. You find Fox Company?
Oh, geez, bro, that's kind of terrifying. Very effective for scaring people walking by.
That's Edelweiss. That only grows in the Alps above the tree line. It means he climbed up there to get it. Supposed to be the mark of a true soldier.
Interesting. I only know Edelweiss from the song in The Sound of Music, right? That's where it's sung?
I want you to take first, straight up the middle, hard and fast. We have to move quickly. I'll be right behind you with second and third.
Oh, that's such a cool reveal shot. I just thought it was the two of them, but then it pulls out to show all of these soldiers hiding back here. Plus, anytime I see... Dang it, bro. I was just about to say, anytime I see an abandoned town in a war movie now, I'm just terrified. Because there's always just death that waits for these people that go in there.
Move on! Move on! We have men getting killed out there, boys!
I know I mentioned it so much last episode, but the sound mixing and editing in this is impeccable. I don't know how they get the sound so accurate and just to move from speaker to speaker as if bullets are actually whizzing by you.
There's one in the right upper left!
Shoot, bro, people die so freaking quick in these battles. There's so much wait time, and then once you're in action, it's just moving so fast from moment to moment. Oh, freaking lethal. Excellent play right there. This is so mind-blowing to me that this was a TV show. This quality is so unreal.
Tipper, take lead, God, start clearing these buildings! Right, come on, Joe, let's go!
Really is cinema quality. I know I mentioned that last episode, but still surprises me. Dang, man, they are handling business right now, it looks like. It seems like it's just like last episode where they were just so efficient in operating their mission. Oh, freaking great call not throwing a grenade in there. That would have been terrible for their mental state knowing they just killed a bunch of innocent people.
They got us zeroed! Spread it out! Get the hell out of there!
Oh my gosh, dude, these effects, man. This is freaking incredible, dude. I'm loving this sequence. Dang, man. Blythe struggles when the pressure situation hits, it looks like. I feel like I can understand why Blythe would be feeling the way he does, because he's probably seen some crazy things so far.
Hello? Anybody there?
Shoot, dude. Did that guy die from that?
Joe?
Looking good, Tip.
And you?
Looking real good.
Oh gosh, did his face get blown off?
Easy, easy. There you go. There you go.
Oh, that's freaking terrible, man.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my gosh, bro, that's terrible. This poor freaking man. I wonder if he even would feel the pain from something like that, or if it would just send your body into complete shock. That was excellently filmed, though, the way that it hid that reveal of his front half of his body.
Smokey, the window! Let's go!
They just mowed down like 8 guys in a second. Freaking amazing shots.
Is it safe to cross?
Yes, sir.
Come on, let's get him out of here.
Shoot, bro, he got hit. Dang it. Looked like it was in the lower leg. I'm not sure, though.
You're lucky it was a ricochet.
What do we got planned, Chief?
We expect a counterattack. Carentan's as important to them as it is to us.
You gonna be all right?
Yeah.
I like the actor that plays Winters. He does a good job of kind of playing this more humble, soft-spoken leader, I guess you would say. But when they get into action, he can bring it up to another level.
Blythe, it's Lieutenant Winters. What happened?
I don't know, sir. But things, they just kind of went black on me.
You can't see?
I can't see a thing.
Man, that's terrifying just to have that happen to you all of a sudden.
I'm gonna get you out of here. It's gonna be okay.
I didn't want to let anyone down.
Just take it easy.
It's a great moment right there. Love how they interweave these fantastic character moments.
Sure.
Yeah, what is it?
Thank you, sir.
He can see now. That's awesome. Maybe he just needed someone to show a little compassion to him, calm him down a bit.
I don't know what happened. I think I'm okay.
All right. Well, stay here a little while longer and make sure. Then you can report back to your platoon.
I think you should keep him on your side. Obviously, I don't know really how platoons work and everything. I assume whatever platoon you start with, you don't really switch around, even though back in episode 1, the one guy was moving people around.
Spears comes across this group of Kraut prisoners, digging a hole or some such, under guard and all. He breaks out a pack of smokes, passes them out, even gives them a light.
Oh, this is the scene that we saw before.
Then, all of a sudden, he swings up his Thompson and he hoses them. I mean, goddamn, gives them smokes first?
Interesting seeing how the war affects soldiers so differently. Breaks some men, builds some others up. Some it doesn't seem to affect too much at all, just another job.
We're never in the middle, and we're the 5th of 9 companies of this regiment.
See there? See that?
Oh man, dude, it's so insane how it just switches from calm to just absolute chaos in a second.
Bring it around!
Absolutely love the way that's filmed though, because it definitely just will fill me with dread going forward in every single moment. Oh, that's such a cool transition. There's some great filmmaking in this episode again. That'd be so rough just to get into a spot like this and just have to stay there for hours and hours until you get rid of the enemy on the other side.
They want the town back. We're in their way. If they don't come before them, we're attacking at first light, 0530.
Not much of a limp.
I'll survive.
How is it?
Hurts.
I can imagine. It's impressive, though, that he takes a ricochet shot like that and still just keeps moving along.
What the hell are you doing? That's Talbot. Medic! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh my gosh, dude actually stabbed him. What is he thinking? That's a freaking massive mistake. Soldiers are starting to lose their minds out here, man. The way this is filmed right now makes me think something's happening.
Lieutenant Spears, sir.
You're going, Private? Check out the noise, sir. I just came from there. Everything's under control.
Oh, so that's what it was going to show, is him running into this guy who they were just talking about earlier being a little bit crazy. Or I don't know if crazy is the right word, but certainly trigger happy.
I found myself in a ditch because you think there's still hope. The only hope you have is to accept the fact that you're already dead. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you'll be able to function as a soldier.
Dang, bro, that is a bleak line. My goodness. That is a sad reality if that's where your mind needs to go in order to be an effective soldier. I feel like that may just be that particular guy's feelings on how to operate, though. That was fantastic acting by both of them, though, and some amazing dialogue. It's cool seeing how they fire those. I've never really seen how those things work. Oh man, terrifying to look at him like that. Oh gosh, it's time to freaking get out of there, man. Just like Saving Private Ryan, that thing's gonna be what ends you all. Yo, they bringing in everybody to defeat him. My goodness. They're completely outmanned right now.
Stand up! Get up on your feet, soldier! Get up, Mike!
Very interesting how Winters seems to have that effect. When he puts his hand on you, you seem to get back right into the action. Freaking awesome, man. I love this. Finally seeing him hop into action. Such a cool scene, just doing that slow motion transition into the real time. Oh, that's gross. Man, I don't know why that was one of the more horrifying shots. Definitely appreciate the visceral filmmaking. They certainly don't hide anything. Man, I was never so scared of seeing tanks until I watched Saving Private Ryan in this. Oh man, there's so much gruesome deaths and injuries in this episode. I feel like they definitely upped it in this.
Well, hello, second armored.
Oh, nice, dude. These guys coming in clutch for the save. They couldn't have waited a second longer, man. Perfect timing.
Pour it on him! Let him have it! Come on! To the open!
Crazy how quick the tables turn in war like this, because the Easy Company was getting destroyed, but as soon as they get a little backup, the other side just starts dropping like flies. Oh my gosh, that's so brutal, bro. Holy man, got completely crushed. Oh, so sick, dude. Incredible sound design, just removing all the ambient sounds except for his voice. Blythe is quite the sharpshooter when he wants to be. I'm going to guess that that was Blythe's first kill, just based off the dialogue from before and the way he's acting now. Careful, man. Don't go wandering off on your own like that. After all that, I don't want him to walk away and then die. Oh, he has another flower. That's awesome. I mean, awesome in the sense that it's a callback to the other scene. That's a touching moment right there, man. Love that scene. Love after that other conversation where it seems like you just have to have no hope and no respect for the enemy. He seems to be genuinely affected by just the one kill, even with all that other destruction that was already going on. And I don't know, to me, him taking that Edelweiss from that guy and putting it on his own shirt might be like a symbol of hope. No! Dang it, bro. They really gonna kill Blythe after all that. Looked like that might have been a pretty lethal shot. I don't know if he's gonna recover from that.
Hang in there! Medic! We need a medic down here!
Man had finally worked up the courage to just start moving and taking the lead. Ends up being the next one shot.
They're pulling us off the front line to a field camp north of Utah Beach. Hot food and showers, then back to England.
You kidding me, man? He just had to survive like a minute longer and he would have been going with everybody back. That makes it extra freaking depressing. Well, I'm freaking glad he's alive. I thought he was a dead man for sure, but I wonder if he's gonna be able to recover fully. He looked pretty sad, just the expression in his eyes right there. So regardless of his physical health, he might not recover emotionally or mentally. It looks like a pretty freaking fun ride, man. They were cruising all over. About time these guys got a moment to relax after all they've seen.
The training exercise has been canceled. Secondly, all passes are hereby revoked. We're heading back to France. We will not be returning to England, boys.
Dang, bro, that's a gigantic mood killer. My goodness. That's gotta be such a terrible feeling, just being that close to going home, only to just get called right back into the action.
Lieutenant Meehan's one of yours, isn't he? I hope he hasn't forgotten his laundry.
I'll take it.
You couldn't be a dear help me with a few others, could you? Sergeant Evans, Collins, Elliot, Blythe.
Dang it, bro. That doesn't mean that Blythe actually died, does it? 65. Gosh, that's so many for just one company, I feel like. Oh, that's so depressing, man. That was great character development, though, just in one episode to make me care about that guy so much. Because that was definitely one of the most sad moments. Probably the most sad moment, I feel like, of the show so far was just him holding on to that small glimmer of hope, only to die shortly after. And I like that scene at the end, too, with the clothes. Because not only is it just hard on the sergeant to see all the names of people who are dead, but then also just the innocence of the lady who just thinks that these people hadn't come by to pick up their clothes yet, when in reality they haven't picked them up because they died. Of course, lots of great character moments in this one. Especially loved the scenes with Blythe and Winters, and then Blythe and I can't remember his name, starts with an S, but the guy who told him that there's like no hope and you shouldn't have hope, you should be devoid of emotion pretty much to be a soldier. It's very interesting contrasting both of those interactions. Very different outlooks from different people. So this show's doing a great job of using the various characters to show kind of every mental state that someone might have going through experiences like this. And obviously, I'm sure all of those are probably accurate to the real people and their attitudes about the war. But fantastic episode. This show's definitely improving with each episode so far. We're 3 episodes in and I'm just loving it. Cannot wait to continue. Obviously watching episode 4 right after this, which I'm excited for, but definitely probably my favorite episode so far for the reasons that I've already mentioned. And the battle sequences in this episode were pretty large scale, so not sure how much bigger they can get or more dire, but I'm sure it's just going to get worse and worse for them as the war goes on, because they've taken a lot of casualties now, 65 men as that end little credit thing said, and so they're thinning down and probably will make it harder for them in the future because they have less men to fight in those instances. But also they're just getting worn down mentally as they go along. We saw several instances in this one where soldiers are kind of starting to lose it. Obviously Blythe was losing it for a bit, but then he kind of had his redemption arc, which was phenomenal. But then there was the soldier who accidentally stabbed one of his fellow men, and so definitely taking a toll on the minds of everybody who's out there, and it's portrayed excellently by the filmmakers, and so it's really helping me to connect with the characters, both main characters like Winters, but also some of the smaller role players in this episode. I was able to kind of get a feel for who they were and care about them and what happened to them, which I think for a show like this, a war show, especially one based off real events and based off what you guys have told me, very accurate portrayals of those real events, it's very important to kind of help the audience get attached to them and feel all the emotions of those moments as probably they experienced. Obviously not even close to the same degree, but just continue to get more and more appreciation for all of those real people and just the incredible bravery that they showed. Just examples of the highest order, and so looking forward to finding out more about them as we go along, the characters that are still alive, and surely new characters that will be introduced as well. But hopefully you guys enjoyed watching along with me for this episode. Excited to get onto episode 4 next, and so I will see you all then. Peace.